Trading is when you trade blows with your laning opponent. However, trades don't have to be even. If you dealt damage to your opponent and he dealt none to you, that could still be considered a trade. A favorable one, the kind that you should be looking for. Trades are extremely important during the laning phase of League of Legends, and they matter in every single lane. Why would you want to trade? Trading is your way of showing presence in the lane, basically. And it's the one thing that can lead to you zoning the opponent, denying him CS for the fear that you might kill him, or it could lead to a kill if he's not smart enough to realize that you might kill him if he goes for that CS. Throughout the laning phase, you should be looking for the best moments to trade by taking into consideration a whole array of things. There's a lot that you should keep track of to know when the best moment to trade is, and this is what separates really good laners from average laners. And there's some things that it's between you and the opponent that it matters, and that is the level. What level is he? What level are you? His resources. How much HP do you have? How much HP does he have? How much mana do you have? How much mana does he have? Or it could be an energy type character. It depends on who you're going against. Also, the items that you have. How many HP pods do you have left? How many does he have? Does he have a lot of sustain? Is it even worth trading? Can you follow up soon after so that he doesn't sustain it off and you end up taking damage for nothing? His summoners, are they down or are they up? Are your summoners down? Where is the jungler? Where is mid? You need to keep track of a lot of things, but learning these things and keeping track of them is what will lead to you becoming an expert at laning and being a great trader, knowing how to judge properly when to trade. Another thing to keep track of when you are about to trade with someone is their skills. Sometimes people go ahead and use their skills on creeps just to get the CS. If you see this, you might want to engage. If you know that you'll win the trade when that skill is down, then go for it. Engage, do more damage to them than they did to you, and back off. Or maybe you have kill potential, maybe you can kill them while that skill is down. But the important part is that you keep track of this and you know when to engage a trade. Make it on your terms. Make sure they're always favorable to you. If it's a bad trade, run away from it. But if you can't run away, try to make it even without dying, of course. I'm gonna present a few situations over here on trading, and let's see how you like them. Check out what happens here. I go in for a last hit. Urgot just takes that chance to hit me once with his auto attack. That's smart of him. He hits me for free. He doesn't lose anything. And if he keeps doing that, it could turn into some kill potential or some zoning potential. Now I go in for another last hit on this range creep, and what he does, he uses his E on me and then Qs me. And I know if I just walk away, I am gonna lose this trade. So what I do is I go in with my E, taunt him, hit him with the damage that taunt does, as well as disable him for a bit and take less damage from his autos. And I just try to win that trade, or at least even it out a little, even if I don't win it. Unfortunately, Lee Sin comes up and I end up dying. And that's my fault because I didn't ward. But, if I walked away from that trade, I was going to lose it and could possibly lose the lane over that. So, you don't really know what was going to happen either way. But sometimes you're forced into trades and you want to make the best of them. Here, it turned out bad, but sometimes it won't. And if I had warded, I would have known that it would have turned out bad and I would have not done it. So, always ward. Warding can be an important part of trading because you don't want to get into a trade whenever there's a risk that you might get ganked and die. Especially if you're like right there, I was playing Shen. His taunt is not only his own CC and a sort of damage and a sort of disable, it's also his escape mechanism. Same with Jarvan. So if you're going in for a trade, you're more than likely gonna have to use that to be able to win it. So you gotta make sure you're safe, because if you're not gonna have your escape mechanism, and you might die to a gank because you won't be able to get away. So you gotta keep track of that for sure. It's really important, and it's part of becoming real good at lane. Now, in this other example, I'm playing Jarvan going against a T-Bow. He is at my tower. I'm already lower than him. He's full HP. I'm around 75%. He's trying to harass me at the tower when I'm going for last hits. So I kind of just use my EQ to get a few creeps and clear the wave. He auto attacks me and hits me more. And so I know that the way the tower aggro works, he has a dot on me. If he gets close enough, it's gonna aggro on him. What I do is I use my ult on him. He has to take free damage. That's a trade I definitely end up winning. And I had some kill potential, but sadly I was led to mushrooms and I was not able to kill him. So I back off knowing that I won that trade, that I definitely won that trade, and that unless he heals a lot, you know, HP pot massing, then if he tries to get too close, I will have potential to kill him. Right here, once again, versus the Stevo, what happens is I'm retreating through the bush. I hit a mushroom, and I know that he's gonna want to trade with me right there. That he's gonna try to hit me with his blinding shot, his poison hit, whatever. So I EQ into him. I W. I try to even out the trade, even though I know I'm not gonna kill him, but I also know he won't be able to kill me right there. So I was just pretty much forced into trading right there. So I made the best out of it. And while he came out slightly ahead, it was definitely better than just straight up running away. If I straight up ran away, I would have definitely lost the trade. Right here, as soon as I reach level 2, I get on Nidalee because I know this is a trade that I'm gonna win. I do damage to her until I can, then I gracefully back off, which she auto-attacks me on the way out, which is understandable. She's just trying to even out the trade, but it's still a trade that I want. And thanks to this favorable trade that I just did, um, her jungle comes over, and you know it could have turned out to be a bad situation for my team or for me at mid lane, but with the help of my jungler, we end up getting a kill on Nidalee thanks to the trades that I had done earlier. She was low HP because of those trades, and that's what led to us getting the first blood and me getting out safely. And that pretty much secures the lane from then on. Well, that's about it when it comes to trading. I mean, there's a lot of other things. I cannot possibly go over them all. I can't even recall them all right now. You know, it's just like sometimes it's ingrained into your mind and you just automatically know it, but you don't really remember it. But you know, any questions, anything else you want me to go over, I will probably gladly do it or answer your questions. So you know, leave a comment. You know, if you like these kind of things, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. And I hope you enjoyed it and at least it helped you become better because that's the point of this channel. And you know, any improvements that I could do to the video, anything you'd like me to do better or whatever, just like leave it on the comments, whether it's bad or good. I will listen to everyone. And thanks a lot. See you guys later.